So a few updates with this Travis Decker case. So this Travis Dicker, fucking pricker Decker. He's 32 years old, Travis Decker. He killed his 3 daughters, murdered them. He tied up their wrist, maybe their feet with some zip ties. They found the 3 kids with bags over their heads, and they were asphyxiated, so they were choked to death. I don't know if the bags over their head was, I don't know what that was for. If he was trying to suffocate them with the bags or trying to do something else. I'm not for sure exactly. Also don't understand why he left the truck there at the campground or near the campground. So they were saying that this was near Leavenworth, Washington, but it's actually closer to Rock Island, the Rock Island campground, which is 7 miles away from Leavenworth. When it comes to, a manhunt in the Rocky Mountains, you need to be a little bit more precise than that. So 7 miles away from Leavenworth to the west is Rock Island Campground, and he wasn't at the campground, but they found the vehicle near the campground, and then they found the girl's body down an embankment near the vehicle. And it was just by happenstance, by chance, there was just a motorcycle police officer that happened to be doing his rounds, and he came across them that way. So the update that I see that's relevant is these pictures, right? At first we saw just 2 pictures of him. Now we're getting a couple more pictures. So we're kind of seeing, they said he had dark shorts and a light shirt. So this might have been what he looked like. These aren't recent sightings. These are old sightings. But you can see how he's got a lot of different looks, He's got a lot of different looks. He's also got a whole bunch of tattoos. They're not really saying, you should point out to all the identifiers, right? And then there was something about how he puts his hair in a ponytail. So he's got that, goatee going on, right? It looks like he thinks of him as a stylish person with the sunglasses. And then, let's see here. What else can we see? He wears shorts. That's interesting to me. Then there's tattoos on his right arm. It looks like 1, 2, 3 tattoos. And then it looks like there's like 2 little lines on his left arm. So that's very specific. You might have come across a person that's like bald and shaven, and you're like, is it him? Is it not him? Look at his arms. That'll tell you if it's him or not. Look at his arms. And then tell me if there's any more tattoos that's on him, because his face is a tall tale sign, his fingerprints are, his dental records are, and there's tattoos. Who has those tattoos in those places, exactly the same? Nobody does. Not only do we have these new pictures here where he's kind of just looking dumb, he still has that mustache which kind of leans to one side. He just more grows out on that side. He doesn't really trim his goatee that much, right? He kind of just shaves the sides, and then, hey, he looks dumbfounded there. He looks dumb and dumbfounded. Hey, I'm just here, just doing my thing, just surfing. That's all I came here to surf. They said there was a possible sighting in McCall, Idaho, but that turned out to be bullshit. And then here's this. This was fascinating. A Ring camera. I don't know if there's any sound on this Ring camera, but we get to see how he walks and how he moves. There he is with the tattoos. Right? You got 1, 2, 3 tattoos. What is that, like some sort of anvil? He's got 2 lines. 2 lines. He's kind of shaking back and forth. And what's he bending down for? I don't understand. It looks like he's feeling the door. What was he feeling the door for? And then the door opened, so I don't know who is he knocking? Who are these people? He was knocking on their door, so that's interesting. So those people are, a person of interest now. Anybody connected to this guy is a person of interest. Olivia, Evelyn, and Peyton Decker, 9, 8, and 5 years old. They said they were found dead Monday near an Upper Icicle Creek campsite. That's interesting. They're not saying the Rock Island campground. They're saying an Upper Icicle Creek campsite. So they're the most recent photos and videos we have that reveal his last known appearance. And then that's it. Let's take a look at some of these old pictures. There was only 2 other pictures that we had seen from before. So Travis Decker and the tattoos, they are not telling us. He's, let's see, I got his height and his weight. He's 5'8" tall. He's 190 pounds. So 5'8", 190 pounds. They said they found 2 bloody handprints on the back of the truck. 2 bloody handprints. Yeah, so these were the 2 pictures that have come out with this guy. And does he have an earring too? I mean, it looks like he's got an earring, tattoos. They're not telling the public, we the people, all the information that we need in order to find the guy. They're being too tight-lipped, The guy did have that sheriff, what's that handsome devil's name, Morrison. He had a press conference, which he's doing right. I think that at 6 p.m. every goddamn day, tell us what you did find, what you didn't find. Just there's either an update or even no update is an update, right? We haven't moved at all. We didn't move the needle at all. We found no new information. He's got electronic devices. They're following the bank records or contacting some of his people. He's actually originally from Wisconsin, from Pewaukee, Wisconsin. He's a native of Pewaukee, Wisconsin. Peyton said, they said that Peyton had played basketball and baseball, which is interesting. 9-year-old Peyton was playing baseball? That seems, and soccer with grit. So they were also like the most well-behaved and polite children in the world. So that sucks even more. So they probably just listened to daddy, obeyed daddy, did what daddy told them to do. He might have made it a little game out of them. That's what that one Colorado dad did when he said he wanted to put a bag over her head. Oh, let's play a game. No, I just want to put this bag over your head, okay? And then after he hit her once or twice with a bat or some, heavy object, she said, "Please stop." Those are her last words. "Please stop." She put the bag over her head. And then the husband just fucking killed her. So they're the most well-behaved and most polite people, children in the world. And they also played basketball, baseball, and soccer with grit. Thinking if they won the game, then maybe they could win people's love and devotion, friendship. Maybe they could win their parents' love. This is so fucking fucked up. They need to get this guy. They need to catch this motherfucking piece of shit here. We can check out just a couple news, headlines, see if we can sort of glean any new information. So he's got a ponytail, tattoos. He's 5'8", 190 pounds. It's interesting to me about the truck and about the 2 bloody handprints. Who were the bloody handprints? Was it his? Because why would they mention anybody else? And then people are talking about the only 2 defenses he has is either insanity or somebody else did it. Somebody else did it, and right now he is just tracking the real killer down so he can institute some justice. Their hands were zip-tied, their heads were bagged, and they were thrown over an embankment. If he would have got into his truck and just drove off, he could have drove a bunch of miles. They might not have found the bodies of the children either, because once they found the truck, then they found like within 100 yards of the truck, the bodies. So the truck tipped him off to the bodies. If he would have took the truck, they might not have found the bodies, and then he could have, got out of Dodge. It's been 5 or 6 days, in a truck, driving all over Timbuktu. He could have been in Maine, he could have been in Tennessee. But instead, we're presuming that, he was homeless, he's poor, he's having a rough life, so he only has a few resources, so he's on foot. What does that say? I don't know what the hell that says. Did he know that he was doing it? Like, why would you leave your truck there at the scene? Was it out of gas? Was it broke down? Was there engine troubles? Like, why would you leave your truck right there where the girls had... And then I heard that he drove like 26 miles to that remote spot. So basically it was just a random ass, just a spot in the middle of the damn mountains. He just threw his 3 daughters' bodies into some random ass spot in the mountains. But he left a truck right there, and then the truck had some things, a blanket and the car seats and even a wallet. They found like a wallet. They didn't say whether or not his ID was in it, but that would tell you something too. He left his truck there, which has got the VIN number and the license plate, so they would have tracked him back to him anyways. But if he was running in order to not get caught, then you wouldn't want to have any identifiable anything inside the vehicle. So he's got tattoos. The vehicle was in a remote area. The bodies were found down an embankment. This was down an embankment near Rock Island Campground, but not Rock Island Campground, The Ring camera footage gives us more perspective of who he is. And that's all the notes that I have. I just want to make sure I covered all the notes. He was born 8/15/1992. So he was born August 15th, 1992. Let's just check a couple of these headlines out. They say they're optimistic about tracking him down. Washington sisters' probable cause of death, right? We already know that, but what was the motive? Like, why did he do that? That's just like, that he may just be evil, right? There may be no really good answer to that. Did the ex-wife say something? Did the daughter say something to him that just ticked him off? Did he abuse him out in public and then somebody saw something, or... Dad of 3, Travis Decker's unstable behavior in months before allegedly murdering his daughters. Wenatchee mourns 3 girls found dead. Authorities search for a Washington State father of 3 dead girls. Death of 3 girls in Travis Decker's custody. Familiar tragedy. And he's a U.S. soldier too, right? Aren't we supposed to, like, respect the veterans, support the troops, and tell them thank you for your service? Thank you for your service. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I went to Iraq and I killed a whole bunch of brown kids. I did it for you. I did it for you. And then if he was in Iraq, well, he was, 2013, so which operations would he have seen? 2000, was he in Somalia? Yemen? I don't know. So the optimistic thing seems to be the only new thing that I'm seeing right now. Check out one more page. They shut down Icicle Road, so that's interesting. There's another thing that I want to mention too. As much as people want to point fingers, people are talking about the charges. Right now, you need to catch the guy. If you don't catch the guy, then what the hell does it matter if you charge him with jaywalking or, genocide? It doesn't matter if you charge him with genocide or jaywalking. If you don't find him, then there's no trial, no charges. So that whole conversation is kind of irrelevant. They said they're going to charge him with 3 murders and 3 custodial interferences. Oh, okay. And 3 kidnappings. The 3 murders will put him behind bars for life if it doesn't give him capital punishment. So any of the extra charges, it's just unnecessary. Like, don't waste your resources on that. You got, the heinous murder charges. Enough. That's enough. Yeah, so that's the update.